Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Here you can see Toyota Tundra. It's a 2007 equipped with that huge V8, 5.7 liter high force V8. And this one comes to my shop for the first time for a check engine light. The owner said that they scanned it by their cell phone or whatever, right? Some easy scan, and there is P0419, once again P0419, and it goes for secondary air injection system. These are the pumps which are running that secondary air injection system. Relay B control circuit. This is pretty famous problem for this complicated emission system, right? These air pumps are always there, the extra stuff is there to help with emissions, so it's a pain in butt, of course. I believe Toyota had even some extended warranty for this, but there was the mileage and the age. The age was 10 years, this is 2007, so I'm not going to even try to send them to the dealer for a freebie. On top of it, the owner said that they came and gave it to me for a correct diagnosis because apparently they replaced those pumps. That's what they said, these are their words. They replaced those pumps a year ago, and they are like, oh, well, is it happening again? So here is the Autel, what is it, MS906, I believe. I hook it to the vehicle. It read the VIN pretty quickly, that was cool. What will be the better angle for you? And immediately it says, oh look, we have a 100% scan. It also confirms to us that there is a tire pressure monitor fault. If you see these wheels, are you surprised? You are not surprised. So the tire pressure light was on, check engine light was on. So let's see what this can tell us. Travel codes. So we have a pending, current and history, right? So anytime we put this vehicle on, it confirms there's only one code. You can read the words here: secondary air injection system relay B circuit. It's a current one, so let's go and look at it. Basically what I will try from here, this is, the system was off. This is all the data when it was recorded. There was a temperature and so on. So we will escape this. Okay, I clicked on the special function here, secondary air injection check. Next. I will do automatic mode, why not? Ignition on, vehicle stop, engine on running, battery multiple, blah 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 blah. Let's go. So it's initiation. Start engine, then press next. Oh, okay. I don't have anything taken apart in the engine bay, right? The only one thing what is missing is this always recheck, right? That you didn't remove something. This is just the fuses I was checking. So let's go back. We can start the engine. We are doing precautions, right? Press next. One to 2 minutes. Yeah, please. Do it all for us. see, we have immediately the answer. That's why I never could hear them, because scan tool is unable to activate the air pump. That's why we have the code. We will escape it. And at this moment we used our options with the electronics, with the bi-directional tools, and we need to go get dirty. And basically you still don't know where the pumps are. When I talked to them in the parking lot, they said, well, we replaced the pump which is here in the engine, and we replaced the pumps which are underneath the intake. Well, I disagree, and I will show you why. I'm checking immediately electrical connector coming to the pumps, and I can see true, somebody was working on it. Why? Because this is not correctly hooked here, basically, right? Somebody was in a hurry or didn't care. If you want to put it correctly as you remove it, this needs to be clicked right here. It needs to be clicked right here. And this is supposed to click right here. This is how somebody was supposed to install it back when they worked on it. But this is the main electric connector. See how it's even changing colors? These are beefy wires. No wonder you have 50 amp fuse there. Look at the wires, right? That's a consumer. Those two pumps are actually big consumer. They have a thick wires, everything confirms. There's a wire harness coming down to them. I will be removing the wheel. Of course, you see these aftermarket wheels, it's always nightmare. Immediately you are like, oh my god, they have the special lock like now. But after a few minutes, instead of calling the owner, I found a key for it, so I will be able to continue. Perfect. You might be asking why he's removing this crazy 24-inch wheel. Why is getting here? Huh? Well, I'll show you. This is the times when we really don't like to see mud all over, because I need to remove this liner right now. And we have immediately confirmation somebody was here before this. You can see the wiring. I don't know why it's missing that, but look, that was just hanging there that way. I'm surprised that a huge wheel wasn't rubbing on it. So let's get rid of it. Let's remove it. Toyota did pretty good job in not making us to replace or remove that entire liner. You can see the bottom of it, it's still here. You can see the back of it, it's all here. And that gives me finally opportunity to introduce you to the secondary air injection pumps. Aren't they cute? Huh? And yes, we can see they were replaced at least once before. This is not original part. It's way too clean. Now these things are kind of like a rubbery, this one. And what's the problem here? Well, the problem is the intake. Look at these pipes. We will follow them together. Do you see? This is the intake for it. Well, look at these snorkels. They are basically bringing the air for the secondary air injection system. But what's the problem? Well, it will bring moisture in it, and it will sit on the bottom, and they will basically drown in the water. That's the most common problem with this system. I'm kind of wondering, what is this custom wiring here? That's already making me question the whole thing. Was it some generic part of Amazon or something, and they had to rewire that stuff? That's unfortunately slowing me down, but I wanna find that exact reason why these pumps are not communicating with ECM, and basically what we found out, they cannot be started, they will not go on. And we saw two sets of wires coming to two pumps, so I will go back and just confirm to you. That's one of them, and over there that connector and same color of the wires, that's the second one. This one seems to be correctly in the place. It's again no damage to the wire, so we need to continue elsewhere. Instead of opening the pumps, removing them, opening through them and checking out if they are flooded and that's why they are not working, you can test them really quicker. You can disconnect the connector for the pump and then just have a jumper wires, and you will be able to see if actually they will go on or not. Let's do that. So I will hop up here and apply those 12 volts carefully. Let's see what will happen. So now you can perfectly hear that pump operates correctly. I will do the same with the other one. So now I have the other connector exposed. Right now I'm talking the one which is next to the engine air filter box. I have it all hooked. I will touch the connectors. And guess what? This one is dead. I will touch, for purpose of diagnosis, I will touch both connectors on the fail pump with the multimeter in the resistance setting, and both of those connectors are showing me open circuit, OL. Now I will do the same on the pump connector which was running. Now let me give you the results. This is all good for the future diagnosis, isn't it? Okay, there is basically no resistance, or it will settle. I have automatic range, so it's settling on a 1.2 or 1.3 ohms. So we just found out that we were able to test that immediately from the engine bay, but for purpose of this video, number one, and also for purpose of making sure that wiring connector is correct and it's not damaged, ripped and so on, I was showing you removing here that line which is covering the pumps, showing you where they are located, how they look like and so on. I still can see that black tape on it, so we can look if the connector actually, maybe somebody soldered it incorrectly or they crimp it incorrectly. I don't know what they were doing with it. So it's still worth for this customer to check more. Normally people will just say, woof, yeah, replace both pumps, right? It's way better than trying to get one, replace them both. The one on the right side, I meant this one. This is the connector which actually is not doing anything. So I wonder, what is this wiring here? Look, this work. I don't know who did that, but they should be not very happy about themselves. Look at this. The wires are connected. That's not a issue, but look at how bad it is. Now you can see what was hiding under that tape. I will say pretty brutal, but yeah, somebody did it themselves. I'm assuming they are not certified electrician or certified techs, so we have to forgive them. Here you can observe the pump itself. Let's see the resistance. some wiggling these connectors, but it's still in mega ohms, so definitely that pump is bad. And when you reach this moment, there's no reason to keep doing any further diagnosis. We had a one multiple code for the pump, correct? We know one of the pumps is bad. Now let's just wrap it up. So these two pumps are the same item. They are interchangeable. If you want to know the Toyota number, it's 17610 S as a Sam 010. I'm not sure if you will ever use that ordering number, because with a tax, that one pump cost almost $600. So that's pretty hardcore, and my dealer doesn't have it anyway, so it's not an option. I looked for options which are here around me, and I can have them in 15 minutes. That will be O'Reilly Auto Parts. And I looked, they have some Cardone remanufactured. Again, we know they are exchangeable. They have that smaller diameter pipe and larger diameter pipe, electric connector. It will come with it even. The pictures show you don't have to cut it, splice it. It will have the full electric connector. And this one is approximately $300. It's below $300. It's a reman, so we can see it's a half price. So this is what I just called the owner of the vehicle. He said, hey, can you give me 15 minutes? We will discuss that. I said, hey, I fully understand. If you will get it on Amazon or eBay for, I don't know, $100 and do it yourself, the access, it's pretty clear. I can mark it for them which one they need to replace. So they will make their own decision. I'm glad I had a time to film it for you, because apparently quotes for these problems at the dealer and some aftermarket shops are easily going over $2,000. Excuse me. The phone was ringing, so I'm not sure if you heard it correctly, but I saw estimates for these repairs going $2,000, $2,500, so that's pretty costly. And this video hopefully can help you to make the sense of that whole system, to be able to do your own diagnosis. I gave you the numbers from multimeter, and you know the location, and it should be relatively easy for you to deal with it on your own if you are interested in that. So thank you for watching. If you like it, give it a thumb up and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.